When I am down, oh my soul so weary. When troubles come, my heart burden be. And I am still and wait here in silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am still. Buenos dias. Buenos tardes. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. Let's see if people have any internet issues today. I'm streaming at the highest quality possible right now. I mean, people always have, there's always some issues. You know what I'm saying? There's always some issue. Buenos dias. Welcoming Raven Crow. I'll change my flow a little bit on the screen here. But I think it's a good change. It is. Welcome Haley Jones, Michael. Getting into the groove again. Still not complete. Still had to set up the other monitor. And then if you are watching at home, I could stream in 4K to YouTube. Whoa. But I don't think that's necessary. I think this is enough. I know I'm early when I didn't even get the Twitch notification. Yeah. Welcome, James. Peter. For sure, you are early. Early. We are the guardians of planet Earth, protectors of the waterland and above. We are the angels of planet Earth, be the change, meditate, spreading love. Good morning, good evening, good night. I'm getting used to that. I'm not used to doing it all together, you know. It's not normal, like good morning and good night, hello, like oh, I was only here for the last third. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been, I'm getting back in, like, to grow you have to post you have to post twice a day, right? I had to get into that groove and then eventually learn to, because when you live stream, it helps a lot to post right before you live stream. So that's kind of like my groove, or that's what I need to do to grow. Do you have any time that you have any hard time? Not really, actually. I'm decent at all this stuff now, so it's like if I can't figure it out, I eventually will, because, you know, You have to. Because, my life is, like, you're looking at, like, what I'm doing with my life, most of it. Spiritual community, leadership. I just need to get I need to start focusing on my exercise, which I do. I'm pretty active. I like biking. I like rollerblading. It's just been rainy, cold. And I'm trying to have a new vision there, Helps a lot. I remember when you first started on Twitch. Good to see you, girl, yeah. I had to grow beyond Twitch because Twitch kept presenting me limitations of growth, unfortunately. I mean, maybe that's the best part. And eventually I grew into other platforms because I wanted this to be my full time. A lot of committed people who share their skills here too. Yeah. I'm just proud that we have a community, and I'm not just like I'm just not a content creator, I see myself more as community leader because that's something to be proud of. And you could be proud of content creator, but that's just not what I'm proud of. I'm just happy that people are happy here. That's what I'm proud of. You know what I mean? That's a huge deal because I'm happy that we can help transform people's lives. He says, Guru Tanet is my favorite content creator. I don't even make it. The universe make it. Thank God. God's plan. Welcome in Ta. Welcome in Huma, Essentia. Jamie Lynn is here. Andrea Weinberger. Thanks for the music. It's so good. Last night I had to do more singing bowls. They were not ready because, the monitor mount has not arrived, so we got 3 monitors now. And the monitor needs a DP display port, the DP, which I have some display port, but they're not long enough because I had to leave the desktop outside the room for it to not make fan noises. You've definitely helped push me to choose peace over these past 8 months. Thank you, James, for it's your devotion. You decided to change your life. Not sure why this is not activating. Why is that not activating? Not sure why the mid's not activating. Mids. That's okay, I'll just make everything from scratch. Low shelf, high shelf. Test 1, 2. 1, 2, 3 into the 4. 1, 2, 3 into the 4. 1, 2, 3 into the 4. 1, 2. Low shelf. 1, 2, 3 into the 4. 1, 2, 3 into. Okay, it is working. It just doesn't light up. Oh, that's the color. Okay. Why is it peaking? High shelf. 1, 2, 3 into the 4. 1, 2, 3. We are the guardians of planet Earth, protectors of the water, land, and above. We are the angels of planet Earth. Be the change, meditate, spreading, spreading. You help me run away from the pole, trying to do. Whoa, whoa. Well, you know, when you're more happy, you have better dreams. Sometimes you have weird dreams because you think too much. Basically. You know what I mean? The weird dreams come from a lot of overthinking. When you think too much. You think too much. When you think too much, you think too much. Like, what? When you think too much. Welcome Sandra, Vanessa, Transcend, who else here? Yvonne, CC. Let me make some adjustment here, YouTube. There we go. That's more harmonious. Harmony. eharmony.com. Harmony. $29.99 a month. eHarmony. Welcome, Frederick. Here we go again. Test 1, 2. Why do I hear some crackling? Not cracking, but distortion. Let me do some audio test. eharmony.com. you should work on that a little bit. Thank you, Frederick. Welcome, Andrea. Ian. Did the monks teach you to do that? God did. Oh, if you chant enough, yeah, that technique is just randomly happen, but of course it's not random. When you're around, when you practice consistently, things just kind of happen. Gifts unlock. You just could you teach some chants this week? What are you interested in about the chanting? Welcome, California. I want to build on that. Let me see here. I find when I chant during meditation, it helps me connect deeper. What chanting do you do? Because honestly, you should just stick to one until you find amazing results. Buenas noches. Welcome, Mira. Nice to see you. Pepshmere in. Welcome, the mighty. Doing good, thank you. What they mean and they honor to be part of this community. Thank you, Celeste. Celeste. Not sure, I think they have some construction in the background, so Tracy for Earth is here. Yo, what mantra gate the what's that, Heart Sutra? The heart, what do you call it? Paramita. Heart Sutra mantra. If you like that, just stick to that mantra. My first mantra I stick with, that I chant a lot. Om Mani Padme Om. We are the guardians of planet Earth. I did Om Mani Padme Hum in a more traditional sense. Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Om Om Mani Padme Om padme Om mani padme Om. Om mani padme Om. Om mani padme Om. Om mani padme Om mani. And I did that one traditionally. But what helped me expand was, we are the guardians of planet Earth, protectors of the waterland and above. We are the angels of planet Earth. Be the change, meditate, spreading love. This is the kingdom of planet Earth. This is our kingdom, our Mother Earth. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. We and so essentially that's what broke my voice open. What am I doing? I'm just trying to sing the song in a more masculine tone. We are the guardians. We are the guardians of planet Earth, protectors of the waterland and above. We are the angels of planet Earth. Be the change, meditate, spreading love. This is the kingdom of planet Earth. This is our kingdom, our Mother Earth. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. And so I wanted to sing the song more masculine, right? Because it sounds cool. I was like, okay, what a we. And I didn't know it would lead me to like, we are the gods. And there's a difference between, right? There's throat, like that's one octave. Because I'm. Like I like to be dynamic. Sometimes when you go to the extreme, it's hard to, it requires more precision to, and what I'm learning is that you have to be relaxed. Everything has to be relaxed. When your body is relaxed, everything's relaxed, and you slowly start with the lowest note that you can. Whatever your note is, right? Maybe your note is oh, oh, oh. It's more of a grumble. So when you're trying to sing, it caps off at around B for me. But when I just let my throat open like a frog, like it's like here, like I start to recognize that the harder you try, the farther away it is. Right? The harder you try, the farther away it is. And so if you care about developing these techniques, then the tuner actually helps a ton. If you want to push the boundaries of what's possible, because all you need to do is like a game. You just get the frequency to be lower, right? And games are funner than like having nothing to look at. It's Sister Jill's birthday today, the one that makes the t-shirts, the one that bakes the muffins, the one that do a lot of great work. Evie's mother, so shout out to Sister Jill. Can women do throat chanting? Of course. Yeah, everybody can do it. It's just how low is up to you. Wait, why am I hearing some distortion? Wait, how low is up to you. Happy birthday to you. Vanessa's son's birthday too. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Vanessa's son and Jill. Happy birthday to you. That's a different technique. I don't even do that technique too much, which is like very cleansing for the. How old is your son turning? Maria says, thank you, GT. I recorded your throat chanting and I play it often in the house. I feel it's very powerful and clears the air. And if I only do the throat chanting a lot if there's a lot of heaviness in the air, for sure. It does a lot of clearing. It's just, but of course, we're a sound healing community, and that's what we practice in here. I mean, it's one of my, you could say it's one of my disciplines. So when it's one of your disciplines, then you want to develop your discipline. That's why it's called a discipline. There's something you're developing. Same thing with the flutes, same thing with everything that we're doing in the stream, live streaming, learning to speak, learning to listen, and then eventually you realize like everything in your life could be a discipline, the end. It's like instead of trying to control it too much, you just stay still and let like the energy go down in one spot, and it just from that one spot it just trickles down, just like a little, it's like an energy flow that goes straight down. If you try to mess with it too much, it doesn't lower the frequency. Thank you, Sister Mira. Yeah, I got it on screen. If I have it on screen, it works. Thank you, Lime Smitty. So when I go lower, I can't even do this like lips, because I need to reduce the airflow, which is like kind of, I'm getting better, but I don't have complete control. It's fun because you always have this. That's why I love this flute, because you don't have to bring it anywhere. It's always with you. Make sure to drink water too, because your throat, you're basically your throat becomes inflamed. I think my gain's too high. That's why it's peaking weird. Why is it doing that? Not this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's what it is. Welcome, Crystal Star. Lots of people bringing their family here. Quite often, too. So grateful that we could be something that is family friendly and speaks a lot. You know, when you bring your family here, you trust what we're doing here. So grateful that you do trust. Good morning, Sister Karen Grace. She's 83 and I'm 62. Okay, shout out to Celeste Mother here. Yes. 56 seconds till insight timer starts. Thank you. So this is, I don't normally develop like this, but it's kind of, I think it's an activity, you know. How low can you go? So I'm essentially going this note, right? A sharp 2, but instead I'm going A sharp 1. Wow, you know. If I think about it, I'm like, damn, we doing that nowadays. The technique is really precise, because when you're developing a new technique, you have to be patient. Sometimes the throat still wants to do what it knows, right? The mind tries to tell the throat what to do. Right? The mind tries to tell the throat what to do. But the new technique requires you to let go of the things you have learned all the time, brothers, sisters. All the time I'm doing this. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day. It's good in the hood. So that's what I'm, like, every flute technique that you see me do, right? I used to not be able to get the half whole technique. Now it's like as long as you know what's possible, you can make it work. You know, other technique is the pitch bending. Welcome, Rosie, Donna from Massachusetts, Cindy from Chicago up in here. Welcome, everybody. And when your throat gets stronger, then you could start controlling the reverberation. And then as you get better, you learn a fast breathing technique from the throat chanting anyway. So right. The same thing with singing. Right? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. So you don't even think about breathing. You just do what you need to do because you've been practicing, right? When I find, same thing with falsetto. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be. No, it's the neighbor. They have construction. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're constructing. Let's see. The only reason I do all this is because sometimes the universe needs me to surprise people, because that surprise leads to the miracle. Because no one expect that voice to come out, and out of nowhere. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing's gonna be alright. And when the mind doesn't expect that, the tear starts to come. You're like, because the mind didn't know that was gonna happen. Like, how the heck? Nobody looks at me and think I'm gonna sing that. How about that? Okay, right? Nobody looks at this dude and he's gonna sing like that. I don't even know I sing like that. I can't even imagine how it comes out sometimes. Okay, so because the element of surprise is what leads to unexpected healing. Right? The element of surprise leads to unexpected healing. but that unexpected surprise has to be excellent surprise. If my falsetto, the cat just died across the street hearing that. You know, but so you have to work on it for a good while before you debut, right? So the development time is basically in the morning. Before you before you like when I'm with you, this is our little temple. But when you go to the park, that's more like theater. That's more like a stage. When you go to unity, that's more stage. When you're here with me, you're looking at my development, right? And we're developing together in this space, right? So that when you go into your live stream, like Sister Grace, check out Grace AZ live stream, okay? Right. So in this space, it's a lot different. That's why I'm a lot more teaching. I don't teach when I'm out there. When I go to unity, I don't do too much teaching. I just, when the mind arises, things that don't serve you, let it go. Right. It's a bit more it's a little bit more guiding to relax. But in here, there's a lot more teaching going on because that's what this community in the morning is about. Nighttime. Right, so this daytime phase for me is where I share with you audit, because a lot of people are not gonna come to the morning stream. Have you done traditional Thai dancing? Yeah, for like 15 years. Yeah, I've been doing traditional Thai dancing up until like my mid-20s. Which, yeah. On TV, on like national TV, live TV, in stadiums, in like international festivals, in many stages really. And so because this, I've been, hey, welcome Michelle from Colorado. So yeah, that's kind of, I've been immersed in the Thai culture, Thai music, right? The Thai recorder was one of the first flutes I played other than the recorder from 5th grade, and I just read notes. And I didn't even like reading notes. I just like, and the way they teach Thai music, it's like a bit repetitive and simple. So there's a lot of meditative disciplines involved. It's like Indian music. But it's really, yeah. But no, Indian has a different system. Indian, they do Saba. Right? So it's very unique. Every culture has its own. I think the Thai is more contemporary, but there's also Thai folk music. Right? So there's more like folk music, which is a little bit more bamboo pipes. Like, the pan flute. Like Thai people have their own pan flute also. Doo-doo-doo. Morning time is better time to talk about heavy issues. Absolutely. And that's how at night is more peaceful, because we're getting it out during the morning time. Because it's yang time, right? It's time we have energy to face some things. Nighttime, we're so tired sometimes. We're not trying to hear about your ex-husband right now. But we could. People like, I'm trying to sleep right now, man. Daytime, like, what's up? We got energy now, man. I just woke up, man. What's up? Let's go. Right. Let's deal with that ego, huh? Let it go. Let it go. Is it necessary to have your screen showing the hertz? No, not right now. Because I was doing the Hey, welcoming Empress Lydia. Yeah, but this one I just keep on here because we use a lot of instruments, yeah. But the other big one, no, I don't usually keep the big one on. I just was in the this one just kind of actively. Mani padme om, mani padme om, mani padme om, mani padme om. Aloha from Maui. Hello, Lynn. How does ASMR sound with your mic? Above average. That's why this mic, 170 per mic. Well, it's really 180 with tax. Unless you buy it used, like I did. What was that called again? This? Water in a flask, I think. Yeah. Yeah. There's like a test tube or whatever. You should do ASMR more sounds. The reason I don't do it because everybody's already doing that. I like to be original because it makes me enjoy what I do more because I know that anybody could do this. Welcome to the Mystic Village. 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 Sometimes I do it for fun. It's not like I'm anti-ASMR. Like, I just think sometimes ASMR lacks soul. It lacks emotion, but it triggers the ear. And I'm trying to do things with my soul, with my heart, with feeling. Right? Because it triggered. But that doesn't fulfill me. I think it's... Honestly, I think it's whenever it sounds relax you, but it's missing soul, it teaches you that relaxation can happen without love, for sure. Like getting a massage from a massage therapist that doesn't do it with love. It's just their job. You pay $100 membership, $200 membership. You get the massage from routine. Right? I respect, but to get quality healing, it has to be done with love. So that's why when you pay a little bit more to go to an independent massage therapist who's not part of like a corporate system that pays membership for massage therapy, they're happier because they get paid more. because the house doesn't take half their money or whatever. I be knowing too much. That's why I had to play dumb all day. Aloha from Bangladesh. From Muratul. And the main part with ASMR is that people who listen to ASMR doesn't like anything else but ASMR. And if I start doing ASMR, then they'll ask me, "Can you please whisper?" Welcome to the Mystic Village. And when I start teaching people to meditate, and I don't whisper, and when people ask live questions, they don't want the answer, they just want only ASMR. And that's one of the main reasons why I don't do it, because there's a huge expectations of how ASMR artists should be. And so I just do my own thing. So I do pay attention heavily to see why I should or should not do something. Through experience, you find out what makes your life harmonious and work. Just by simply paying attention, life is always teaching you and talking to you. Right? Every day you're teaching me something. Every single day, you teach me something. We're all a walking holy scripture. Your life is so sacred that if we just respect each other, you learn from each other. You don't have to agree with that person to learn from them, unless you have a big ego. But I think everybody here has a little ego. Everybody, yeah. The littlest ego here. Tiniest ones. Wow, Buddhas. Welcome, Dana. What kind of flute do you like to hear? I need some background music to accompany my sass today. Native American flute, says Charlotte. Welcome, Cyanide. I think that mean comments should not be. In the comments on this should be. What mean comment you talking about? I think that mean comments should not be in the comments on TikTok. Okay, so what are you gonna do about it? People are gonna be mean, and sometimes they're not even being mean. Sometimes they're just being honest, which seems mean. And so that's why we're on. If I wanted to be in a safe space, I wouldn't even live stream. The internet, it's not supposed to be nice. Look at the comment section on every video online, and all right, and tell people, stop being mean. tell the internet to stop being mean. That's not actually how you help people be mean. Instead of telling people to stop being mean, you have to be the change, be the positive. But it's not easy to be the positive in a chaotic environment unless you gain people's trust and respect. That's why people are nice in a community. Because when people respect and trust you, they chill the F out. But when they're having a bad day, they just, they're coming online, they don't know what to do, and they're just like, man, stop being mean, or man, I had a F up day, what the F, right? But when they come to the community that's peaceful, they forgot their worries. But what does that take? Being real with people. We have to be real with each other. We got 2 Native American, 1 Bansuri. Yeah. Many adversarial comments are bots now. I pay attention heavily to see what it is. Sometimes the way of the ego are hidden from us because we are so used to practicing it, says Huma. We don't notice or sense it anymore like when it was new to us. Some people find it offensive that I tell people to love their damn self. Should I just stop saying damn? Think about that. Imagine if I just did what everyone else told me to do. Who would I be? Stop saying damn. Okay, love yourself. Why you're speaking so gentle? Love yourself. Why are you speaking so loud? Love yourself. That you lose yourself completely because you worry too much about what the internet says. God, I can't even speak loud. I can't even speak too soft. I can't even say damn. Everybody's not gonna like me. Then I just don't live stream, right? So that's why it's difficult to make content, to live stream, to be in front of people. Because nothing's ever good enough for everybody. But just make sure it's good enough for you. How can they love themselves if they hate themselves? Well, that's why we're teaching them to love themselves. I don't just tell people to love themselves. We actually practice positive things. Be the change, not the complaint. This is old news. We've been doing this. Chasing a tail you will never catch when you please people. Yeah, when you people please. Yeah. I really manage not to check the phone every minute. Child of God. Child of God left the community. Child of God left the community too. Too many people pick on them. Well, I definitely didn't hear about it. And the main part again, I could only do my best. Right? Imagine who's gonna make everyone happy. But when you help, that's why you don't have to make. If most people who come here are peaceful, that's enough. You're not gonna make everyone happy. Some people don't even like the flutes. I find it off-putting as well. You will make everyone happy. I vote for you being you, yeah. The flute is where you shine. Well, the thing is, the reason why I'm here, because I'm just completely being me. Whether you like it or not is up to you. I'm just doing what I feel is harmonious, and I just do my best to be genuine and authentic. I'm not pretending, right? When I'm being sassy, like, that's just who I am. Yeah. So the talking part is why we do it in the morning, because it's real talk that many people don't want to have. Some people see truth that's negative as something bad. Think about that. Just because the truth is negative doesn't mean it's bad, but the ego will say it's bad because it's negative. Imagine the only truth you want to hear is positive truth. That's called BSing yourself. And you can make a lot of money BSing people. Love and light. And then they ask you for $50. $55 and 55 cents. Right? And so that's what I don't do. Some people just want me to play the flute only. I told them, look, there's Spotify, there's YouTube. If you want flute only, there's recordings of me doing that. Because some people want you to do what they want to do, but they didn't build this, right? It takes time to build this, and the reason it's growing because I'm just me and genuine as much as I can. And if I'm not doing a good job, people won't be here. So I know that the talking part will have a lot less people, naturally. So I only talk a lot in the morning time. And that's why that's why there's committed people here, because we have real talk, and the real talk not everyone's gonna like. But the people who don't like real talk, they often come back with big issue. When their life up and down, they remember Mystic Village. But when we're engaging in how to maintain wisdom, how to cultivate wisdom and practice, they don't want to hear about it. But when their life in trouble, they come here instantly. I'm just being real with you. Some people only remember you when they have trouble, because they're ungrateful. But that's the best that they know. They only like some parts of you, but they don't look at the roots of why they even come to the community, because the ego don't want to see the roots. They only want to hear the sound healing. That's why I'm so grateful that there's like so many sound healers on YouTube, on Insight Timer, so many sound healers on TikTok, everywhere. This is just one place you could be. Right? Just one place you could be. That's why I say when I'm here, I'm just here to do what resonates with me. But I like this talk I like talking about things that are not always positive, because that's called real talk. It's life. If you want positive vibes only, there's other communities for that. And I have to explain that sometimes, because sometimes people expect me to be positive talking only, when to me that's not real. Positive vibe only is BS. It makes you not want to see the truth. And to me, you don't heal people from BSing people. Love and light only. Good marketing. Now, on a spiritual level, it's love and light. Everything is just one love, one light. But we're not just spiritual. We're spiritual being having a human experience, which has positive and negative. But a lot of people don't even want to say that part. Why? Because it's not comfortable to hold that kind of space that has genuine transformation. Easier to just give the Reiki. Relax. let's not have any real talk. Just pretend not. Just relax only. Just yin only and no yang. You have to have both to do complete healing. And that's why many people life is transforming here. Because we're not just here yin only, but the yang part we just do in the morning. Because we have more energy. Right? I just woke up, right? And now, okay, let's do it. And when the energy gets ungrounded, yeah, then we just ground the energy to 30 minutes of music. But nighttime, we're not going to be like this at all, right? Daytime, we get deep talk. Now, it is not always deep talk all the time, right? It's not deep talk all the time. But some days, it's more like this. Do you still do 1 hour sound bath? No, not anymore. I mean, I'll do it from time to time, but it takes, remember we just set up the PC, so there's a momentum and flow. There's a momentum and flow. People want 1 hour sound bath, but they need 30 minutes. Right? Because let's be real, most people don't even listen to music for that long, 30 minutes. But they do listen to a 3-hour podcast. So doing 30-minute music keeps the balance very well. When it's 1 hour music and 1 hour talk, it's a bit too long through my experience. But from time to time, I do it. It's just right now I'm still in the process of like setting up the new monitor and, setting up my flow online. So everything has there's a flow, there's a plan, there's an execution, right? I take notes often, right? Because we're developing something. It's not just hang out and be cute, But from time to time, I like to break my pattern. That's why we did a 3-hour and 30-minute chakra journey. Because I'm not trying to do routine work. Because when we break the pattern, a new something could appear. New ideas flow when you do the non-routine life. Does your breath ever get tired? No. My body and mind may be exhausted, but my heart keeps going. And I drink water. Okay, one more question and then we'll do 30-minute sound, okay? 30-minute sound. How to overcome agony? Thank you for all the gifting, by the way. What's agony? Like deep pain or trauma? Or the agony that you feel is something that you have been carrying from the past. Let's just change the word to suffering. Pain happens in the past. They abuse you. Every day that you don't forgive, suffering happens because you keep carrying the hot coal. Right? You could let go of the pain, But when you don't, and you hold revenge, hate, negativity, then you suffer every day you don't forgive. You don't forgive to let people off the hook. You forgive to let yourself off the energy. When you don't forgive your abusers, they hurt you every day, but it's not them. It's you hurting yourself by not letting go, by still carrying the pain. Right? That's why, again, this comment has been coming up more. Right? It's better to be hurt by a wild beast. The wild beast will hurt your body, but an evil friend will hurt your mind. Because the wild beast, the body heals, but when you hurt the mind, you don't know what to heal sometimes. It takes a longer time to heal the mind than the body, most of the time, right? Generalizing. Because human beings know how to pick things up, but they don't know how to let go. They hurt us, we hold on to the hate. They yelled at us, we hold on to the yelling. Well, has anyone taught you to let go? Welcome to the Mystic Village. 30 minutes. Truth at a pit stop. I'm driving with you streaming. Damn. Be careful out there. It's fine. Native American flutes. Bansuri. Let it go, let it go. How about this? Let's do some chanting. Because many people have been requesting some chanting. And then we'll do some Native American flutes. Because chanting is, somebody requested chanting last night. But nighttime people are not trying to hear no chanting. Because some people get scared when they hear it. Like, ooh. Somebody said they like the paramita. Gate gate paragate parasamgate bodhisavaha. It was, what's his name, James? Gate gate paragate parasamgate bodhisavaha. Gate gate paragate parasangate bodhisavaha. And I'll chant in a way that you could also. How can I find a good over for me to chant? A good what? Good. I learned this. All I need. I learned this from a short time I spent researching Kabbalah. Sometimes the simplest way when someone triggers you is to stop and say to yourself, all I need is within me now. Yeah. And essentially, that's kind of the mantra The mantras, that's what they do. It neutralizes, right? That's why you hear the Tibetan monks, they just do this. Because eventually your mind just dissolves. One of the first mantras I ever learned is in light. Putto. Buddha is the enlightened one. Putto is in light. And the technique that you use for that, they just keep chanting Putto, 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 Putto. Putto, 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 Putto. The same style, right? Right. Gade bara gade bara sangade bodhisattva gade bara gade bara sangade bodhisattva gade bara gade bara sangade bodhisattva gade namo amidavo namo amidavo namo amidavo namo amidavo namo. Right. So the reason it works is because it's so much information that the mind doesn't make sense and it goes blank. You can use our Father, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Right. Whatever prayer works for you, but when you do it enough from the heart, this is the key. When you do it, come from the heart space. Because the heart space is here. And when you're here, it's away from here. This is the issue. When you're stressed out, you're in here too much. So when you chant from your heart space around here, heart chakra, you're a lot less in your mind. And the Tumo style, they focus on the stomach. That's an even further space. Right, but it's a lot harder to visualize the root chakra. But the solar plexus, you just swallow. And wherever it ends, focus right there. Because your stomach is way farther from your mind. So every time you catch yourself in your mind, swallow. And breathe into your dantian, your solar plexus, the seed of the soul. Whatever you want to call that. Your belly button, even. Yeah. I'm learning all this now at 22. Congrats. That's about when I began my journey. 22 or 23. So I'm just, because when you have this knowledge and mentor, then you're more prepared and have more wisdom, and the work that you do on the planet can begin earlier. Naturally, right? We're not forcing you to chant. We're not forcing anything. It's natural, and that's organic, and that's authentic love. When you force people, it doesn't work. It's not love. Love doesn't force. Unless somebody needs accountability for their substance abuse or their old habits. That's different. You could be firm. You can use fire energy to hold people accountable for not going back to their ex again. This is the third time you go back to your ex, okay? Nothing ever comes good out of it. Sometimes somebody needs that accountable person, helps them to not go back. Right? That it's not good for you, damn it. Realize it. That's your expiry. There's billions of people on the planet. Why are you stuck on this one? Not even good for you. Because you got low standards. That's called real talk. สวัสดีครับ Because if you never have that real talk, sometimes they keep doing the same old thing. And that's when the sass comes in. Right? That's why we have the sass. Because the sass makes that fire a little bit more digestible and has a side of humor. Right? So I don't like to be just like the masters like that. Me, I'm like Mushu. I'm a dragon. Just kidding. I don't mean to hurt you, but wake the F up already. I'm a dragon. Right, because that's I know who I am. It's a different style. I call it Happy Buddha style. If I'm gonna use fire, it's gonna be sass, humor, music. But the one thing it is it's effective. It's effective. Many people try to help people and they're not even effective. Think about it. A ton of therapists out there and so many people come to complain to me. Man, I've been going to the therapist for like 10 years. And this helped me in one day more than the therapist. Because they're following the code of conduct from the therapist school. And some therapists are amazing. Right? But the real ones few. The genuine one that resonate with you is going to be few. But it's like that in the doctors that are genuine, loving, the real genuine one's going to be few. Same thing with like when I went to school, the loving teachers are few. Miss Nelson in the 4th grade, right? Miss Fournier in the 2nd grade. Coach Hernandez in the 7th grade is teaching science. And we've had a ton of teachers, but you just remember the one that you remember the real ones and you know they're few. The one that does a good job, but they don't do an excellent job, you're grateful, but you don't remember them. But the one that are excellent, Coach Hernandez, he used a lot of sass and humor and bluntness. Right. I need to spam some ducks. Duck gang. My science teacher in high school was wonderful. Yeah. And so when I cross paths with many spiritual teachers, right, you're not going to resonate with some teachers, but the one that are excellent, they're effective. Because you like sometimes, some teachers talk good, but they don't really inspire you to practice or take action. They're good at selling books. They're good at selling tickets to their sound healing. But the real good one inspire you to be a great light worker, a great teacher, to take action. Yeah. It's okay to have many good mentors. Yeah. Yes, the thing is there's many good mentors for sure, but excellent mentors are very few. If you like a more peaceful environment, Sound Lab welcomes you to kick.com. Michael says, my family is distant now because I have put off therapy because I don't want to deal with traumas from my childhood. Tomorrow is my first appointment trying this route. Look, okay, you're going a good path already. Therapist, and you have Mystic Village, right? Sound healing. So it's good. We're not saying therapist is bad. It's not bad. It's just more about do what works for you. Because sometimes going to the therapist makes your life better. Because your family worries about you. They want to make sure you're okay. And to them, going to therapists means your life is better. And the thing is, you may get a lot more out of it now because you've been here too. You learn to listen deeply. You learn to be more vulnerable. And now when you go to the therapist, you're going to listen deeply, be more vulnerable. And maybe in the beginning, you weren't ready to do all of that. Because it's not just one person supporting you. You have a community that supports you too, right? It's about making your life work. Yeah. Wait, what? TikTok has an inactivity bell. Okay, I guess that's why I've been leaving it on mute. Let me turn something off. That was an unpleasant. Can you baptize me? You can do that to yourself. I mean, why do you need... Nobody's perfect. Maybe that's... You're already pure. So you already have the purity inside. Sometimes we want to be cleansed of wrongdoing. He says, just kidding. Be careful when you use that kind of language. It can trigger people when you use baptize. I'm whatever, but there's some people who are like, ooh. Cause and effect, you know what I mean? Don't want to piss off people all the time. Just a little bit is fine. But not too much, you know what I mean? Just a little bit is fine. Too much? Nah. One more thing. A lot of people are letting the social media get into their head lately. and they're not practicing the basics. This is the basics. It's hard to help people when you can't even help yourself. Minutes. Anything that doesn't serve you, give it a break. Things that stress you out, that you want to think about a lot, give it a break. After 30 minutes, go back to worrying about it. Or not. That simple. Don't worry, we're about to put the fire out. Sacral chakra. When you use your creative energy to do something uninspiring in your life, you block your sacral because you're wasting energy doing something that doesn't improve your life. Relax your facial muscles. If you can, relax your eyebrows, forehead. Some of y'all still doing all this. Relax. Save money on Botox, okay? Breathing in, be aware you're breathing in. Slowly out, all the way. Breathe natural. I give myself permission. Thank you for the dragon. I give myself permission to let it all go. When you let it all go, your face feels like a little happy sunshine, like the golden light from the golden hour. When you're still stressed, your shoulders tight, neck tight, jaws clenching. Relax. Ready? Relax. And just give yourself permission to enjoy this moment. And you hear the song in the background. You are the sunshine of my life. That's why I'll always be around you. This moment is enough. Watch your fidgetiness whenever you're not fully relaxed. You don't even have to, like if you're at work, you can just be more in peace and stillness. When you're not fully relaxed, your hands fidgety, feet anxious, clenching our bottom. Let go. Breathe. Enjoy it. I know in the beginning this all seems cheesy when you judge your happiness. But when you stop judging yourself for your happiness, And just let yourself be happy. You feel energy flowing, positive energy. To deeply relax just takes about 10 to 15 minutes out of your day. If you're living a really stressful life, sometimes you just need 10 minutes away from the phone, because you may be relaxing, but being on the phone, sometimes you're watching stressful content. But with 10 minutes with music, it helps so much. Here's a little bit more for you. Welcome, everybody. Thank you, AFK. Thank you for the continued mentorship. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, Tatiana, Michelle, Robin. If you can talk deep, you have to learn to listen deeply too. When we meditate, some people leave right away because they don't practice. They just practice halfway. The reason we can talk deeply in here is because we also learn to meditate, which helps us to listen. The people complaining the most oftentimes aren't practicing. That's what I notice every day here. I remember, I see who's still here. The people that complain oftentimes don't stay for the meditation and continue complain about the world without being the change they wish to see in the world. That's every day. So I appreciate you practicing together because the world needs more practice. Enough complainers. Practicers. Practicers. We are practicers. Practitioner sounds a little. Practicers. Like, you mean no, I mean practicers. Make our own culture. Practicers. Oh, I mean practicers. You mean what's practicers? People who practice? Practitioner, that's old people word. Okay. Practicers, that's the new generation. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't. Nobody's old in here, but the young people here only. The young people here only. Leading edge, cutting edge. Fiber optics in here. Are you fiber optic or dial up? Sounds like dial up to me. You got mail. Somebody calls in. No, my connection. My line wire is disconnected. Okay, auto connect. No, I've been downloading this pirated program for 24 hours and somebody called at 99%. That's back in the day. That's back in the day. Back then, I was like, there was nothing to do but chat rooms. When you go to the game section for kids, you're like, what is this? I'd rather play my Super Nintendo. Give me my Donkey Kong instead. Nowadays, you can be in virtual reality, VR chat. You're like, you could be a monkey if you wanted to be in VR chat. You could roleplay Grand Theft Auto. You could be in a game. Like you could be a thug in the game and outside of the game. Thug life. I do meditations in VR on Sundays in Meta Horizon. Yeah. Yes, I'm aware there's meditation games. Great. For the rest of us that don't have VR, we'll just do it here. Oh no, I need to be on the leading edge. I need a VR now. I need to meditate in VR. The MetaQuest S or whatever is $300. How is it different to meditate in VR? You could see other people. Yeah, it's not a game. But meditations in VR. It's not a game. So it's just like being here then. Oh, it's the same thing. I thought you got VR headset doing VR like in there. You know? It's the same thing as we're doing here. No headset needed. Yeah. Oh yeah, you could use the remote control. Yeah, it's like being here, but you see other animation people. Oh, you could talk in there. But talking. No love. What do you mean, no love? I just used my keyboard. You know, I actually thought about doing meditations in VR chat. Because I also have the remote control. But the issue with that is that people who go to VR chat oftentimes don't go looking for meditation. You know? It's like it's not as serious, right? It's not as serious, that's what it is. Test 1 2 1 2. The more simple we can make it. I mean, what I'm doing isn't simple, but it looks simple. All of this isn't really simple, but I make it look simple. Right? But of course, it's relaxing because you know there's a lot of happiness is simple, but sometimes people don't believe that. Well, then you just gotta be good. You just have to do a good job of convincing them. You know what I mean? You just gotta convince people sometimes. Love your damn self, please. You don't have to, but you should. Do you utilize yoga at all? I'm doing a form of yoga as we speak right now. I'm sitting on the ground for 10 hours a day. Sometimes I do full lotus, but I maintain a good posture the whole time. Yeah. Now, sometimes I do stretch, but whenever your mind is flexible, your body becomes flexible. Like, literally. When your mind is relaxed, your whole body becomes really relaxed. Your energy becomes relaxed, your tone of voice becomes relaxed. But just because you can stretch your body doesn't mean your ego is flexible. Some people can pretzel themselves and still don't love themselves. Be careful. On the outside, you may be flexible, but is your ego flexible? If your ego is attached, anything that comes with it, it gets easily irritated. But when your ego is flexible, you're like, let me just let go. Some people have a flexible body, but they stress out all day. And some people use that to manipulate people because I hear a lot about that, unfortunately. But we're here to follow the good examples, not the bad ones. If one has a toxic workplace, and has to stay, do you have any advice? Kindness seems to have no effect. It depends on what's going on at work. What's the toxicity coming? Where is it coming from? I try to use yoga. Spacey says, I try to use yoga for mindfulness and awareness, but my brain does not turn. It depends on who you learn it from. If you're spiritual, if your yoga instructor is somebody who just teaches you exercise, then you may not be present because they didn't teach you that. Not all teachers are created equal. Some teachers help you with mindfulness, and some teachers help you to stretch, but not stretch you into peace and happiness. You just do yoga moves, but they don't teach mindfulness and spirituality. Because yoga is really the way you live your life. Mindfulness in everything that you do. The best that you can. It's not perfect. Sometimes your shoulder's more tight and you need to work on it. Sometimes your ego is more tight and you need to loosen it. Sometimes you're lazy, so you need to strengthen that. So it's about paying attention to every moving thing in your life, not just your body. But this is old as news, but it's not marketable because why? A lot of teachers, right? It's hard to find good teachers. I mean, great teachers. Good teachers are everywhere. Great teachers are uncommon, and amazing teachers are very rare. So that's why you have to take time to find good teachers and then great teachers. And then you'll find masters out there somewhere. One of a kind, irreplaceable. You just have to keep raising your standards. I definitely had many teachers. So let's see what Shana. Narcissistic bosses and coworkers. Narcissistics means only thinks about themselves, right? And easily clock out so that we can clock the hell out of work. When you have people who are egoic and self-interested only, it's fine to be self-interested because you need to love yourself first. But if you never help other people, when you need help, nobody will help you, and it makes a toxic work environment. One person can change that whole environment. And it's you. But do you want to do the work? when you're in a dark environment, just a dot of cosmic light shimmers the whole environment, right? Just a little drop of cosmic divine light. That's called love and compassion. Practice in a no one expect everyone, no, many people don't expect compassion to be in that environment. It will be annoying to some people at first, but over time, if nobody helps you and you don't help nobody, we're back at square one. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Be the change. If everybody doesn't help each other, then show them how to do the work. I had the same work environment as you, Shauna. I worked at the Cheesecake Factory. Exact same. I was a server, and I decided I'm gonna be the change. In 2 months, I got Employee of the Month. The workplace became so positive, and they wanted me to be manager instantly. I was just like, whoa, it works, law of attraction thingy. But it's more about action than just wishing for things. I work in a kitchen. So no one expects, in some environments, no one expects deep, compassionate, authentic experience, because sometimes that's what's there. Like many people told me, don't come to TikTok. It's noisy, it's toxic, it's negative. Don't go to TikTok tonight. No, it's so bad. But look at TikTok now. But how did we turn things around? I lead with my heart. I care about people. I listen to people. I want to know more about what's going on if you're open to it. But it didn't just happen overnight. It took months for me to say, hey, I'm Brother Tanet. Oh, it's Guru Tanet. Oh, it's Tanet. And when people realize, oh, TikTok is still toxic. This is a safe room in a chaotic place. Welcome to planet Earth. Imagine it's not just TikTok. The corporate workplace could be the same representation. Robotic, deceiving sometimes, inauthentic. But if the light workers don't work in heaven, right? Angels don't work in heaven. Right? They definitely work in the dark. If the place is toxic and you, the one that has awareness, maybe you're meant to plant a little seed and water it there. I was a manager before, says JG, and I started a meditation group with my team. I think the employee thought it was a joke. I started a meditation group with my friends at the Cheesecake Factory. We called it Transformative Thursday. It was my first group. Transformative Thursdays. And we would meet at the Arboretum and meditate for an hour. We would talk about things and then we would leave. One time it rained on us and we had a beautiful meditation. We woke up to cicadas and mosquitoes. Yeah. So imagine if you don't like your work, most people will just quit to find something better, only to find the same environment. Being the change is difficult because you have to care more than you're paid. Being the change is difficult at work because you have to care more than your pay salary. And a lot of people don't give a crap enough to want to do that. They just want to clock the hell out and go home and pick up their DoorDash and turn on Netflix, only to go back to the same BS. Diana says, I tried to be the change in my past workplaces, but it was so exhausting. But if you never gave up and you kept trying, you learn to be effective. It's difficult to be effective. A lot of sound healers are not effective. Let me just speak the truth here. What makes it look effective is somebody paid $50 to be there. And so, yeah, I got relaxation, but not healing. Relaxation could be healing, but sometimes relaxation is just surface level. You help people fall asleep. When you help people, being effective might be the most difficult things because you can say a lot of positive things and nobody cares or nobody wants to listen. And that's the difficult part. You can be inspired to help people, but imagine you're not effective. So you got to let people pay for their attention. So you have people pay to get their attention because you can't do it from your own skill. That's the downside of having people pay for healing. So the paying attention isn't authentic. There's an energy exchange that makes people pay attention, but it's not from their heart. For some people it is, but for many it's not. And so the healing isn't as deep. And that's the sad truth. That's why Jesus and Buddha never charged nobody. They casted the merchants out of the temple. Right? But yet, nowadays, business everywhere. Business healing. Good money. And this is very unpopular opinion. Sorry if I pissed you off, but today is kind of it's spring season, okay? More sassiness is coming out. It's just more, I get it. Oftentimes, we're just doing what our teachers do. If you learn from somebody who charged you for a certification, you're going to go look to charge other people for certification. That's it. Well, what certification did Jesus need? What certification did the Buddha need? They did effective work that helped the world, and it was clear that what they're doing was effective. Is what you're doing effective? Because, again, this is why I tell people, the reason why I talk about money a lot in here is because whenever you need to energy exchange, whenever you put a price on it, you're doing conditional love. But when you just let donation base, right, they give from their heart. It's pure. They don't have to give, but if they want to, they could. So when you do a great job, people give. When you don't do a great job, then you need to improve. Right? which is, I don't get why that's so difficult to understand for some people. But it's because how have they been trained? Sometimes the people that train us charge us money. So we just continue to do business spirituality, which is fine, right? It's not bad. But try doing it from the heart from time to time without conditions. Because that's what the great mystics before us practiced. But do you have that much faith? Like, you're here right now because of that. Like, I'm here right now because of that. You could be here, you don't have to. There's a lot of purity here, makes you want to hang out here. Yeah. I know when I go to cut hair that money will be good, and yeah. Well, that's different. Cutting hair is an actual, like, yeah. It depends on your intention. Cutting hair can be business, or you can cut hair and, right, there's many content creators that cut hair for free. But they get funding from it's crowdfunding. They have a humanitarian vision, and people believe in that vision. Right? So they use cut hair from love, so it becomes less of a job. Yeah. Or it could be both. You can find a balance between business and heart, right? You can find that balance. Because you can definitely be a healer as a barber. Right? That's the beautiful part. You can turn anything. It's just the more pure, from my experience, the more purity you practice, the deeper the healing. But sometimes you want something. Sometimes you want things. Like, sometimes you try to fit yourself into what you want as a healer. Maybe initially I wanted to be a massage therapist, but it didn't work out for me because I'm meant to be here. Sometimes you're doing something, it doesn't work out because maybe you're meant to be somewhere else. Maybe you want to be a sound healer, but you're meant to be a massage therapist. Never give up on that dream. Never give up on that purity. Right? Never give up on that purity. It's so huge in my life, purity. Right? And that's where the energy comes from. That's why I can say whatever I want here. Right? That's why I can just be me. That's why when people are pissed off at me, I'm not going to change because somebody, right? Energy exchange, the term is big in the spiritual community here. If they want money, that's fine. That's called a price. Exactly. That's the issue. That's why I'm trying to move away from spiritual business to spiritual practice. Because that is spirit energy exchange, spiritual business. Let's just be clear. There's enough spiritual business, and that's why people look down at a lot of spiritual things, because a lot of it doesn't help their husband or wife, and they see it, but they keep going back to get that dang card reading, and they're still the same. And each card reading is like $111. Like, that's a great dinner. You know what I mean? Like, that's a great dinner. Like I said, that's a dinner date, cheesecake and everything. In Houston, at least. That's way more, you know. Instead, card reading, that doesn't help, that doesn't really support. And so now you got your husband or wife or girlfriend, boyfriend up. You going there again? Your life's... I feel good when I go. But you can learn to feel good without going also. But that's not a marketable message for business. You know what I mean? When you're happy, you need a lot less. When you're unhappy, you need a lot more. You're so spiritually awake, you even use the number 111. Don't forget the 11 cents in there. But that's okay. Like, it's fine that we do all this as long as the results are genuine. The results are healing. Imagine the healing that people do. They just put a band-aid on it, but the healing doesn't happen. It's, here, see, I put a band-aid on you. Imagine you go to the doctor and you have a big wound and they just put a band-aid on it. Don't do that kind of healing. Surface level. But you also have to believe. Some people don't have faith in something deeper, like sound healing could cure illnesses, could cure mental, body, emotional, spiritual. Like, to me, that's a standard we should all go for if we're. But that's just my opinion. You could do whatever you want, but it's just, since I'm leading the community here, that's truly what's happening in the community. Body healing, mind healing, emotion healing, trauma healing. But that's happening because of the purity. And yeah, of course, we only talk about this from time to time because there's a lot of healers here in the morning time, a lot of practitioners, people who are serious on the path and devote themselves. And so I'm grateful for your presence. Nighttime, we're never going to be on this, like, I wouldn't say never, but most of the time we ain't going this deep. People are trying to, right? It's a long day after work. They're trying to relax. At least the majority. Back in the day, says Diana, the Chinese doctors didn't charge much. And they weren't rich people. These days, you can't get care if you don't have money. And that's why there were energy healers like Master Usui, the founder of Reiki, who was an alternative healing to people who cannot afford pharmaceutical or medical healing. Right? Reiki was literally designed for poor people. And now, if you want Reiki level 4, just 3,000. Right, to learn from Master Usu, you had to be an apprentice. Right? And if you wanted to support, you paid what you could. Like, it's all from the heart. That's the secret. All from the heart. Like here, all from the heart. You could leave anytime. You could be here anytime. That's why when people say, sorry, I'm late, I'm like, you're not late. No one, you didn't have to be here. Okay, don't feel like there's no expectation. Like, hey, where's Virgil? He's been quiet today. What the hell? Virgil, I thought you were committed. I'm not like, Divine Cece's not here. Right? Where's Arrow Eyes? He was here yesterday. They're leaving us. Oh no, the community's melting. I'm trying to save money so I don't have to get fillers. Save money. It took me a year to get my Reiki levels, and I never paid for it. Not a quick course that costs, yeah. Exactly. And many Reiki teachers, they just let you they just let you pay what you can. It's more about the community and building community, you know. It's more about building the sangha, right? It's about community, and it's not about, okay, I become a healer. Now you charge money because you're a good healer. Makes sense, like, right? Of course, you need money. And that's one way to practice, which is a very popular way to practice. Well, what about the help people from the heart? I call it the alms bowl style, right? The Buddha just walks around and like, give me food, please. Right? People come to the Buddha with issues, and the Buddha helps them, and naturally those people help them back. Please, I'm hungry. No, you just walk, right? And they ask. It's more about mentorship. It's about like people who are gurus and ascetics, whatever. They practice life, and so they console people. And as they console and help people genuinely, people naturally give. They don't go, that is $20 for that advice. Link in my singing bowl. If you are good at something, never do it for free. Oh gosh, I've heard that before. Well, no, I mean, that's a really popular business statement for people looking for money, which we do need it, right? We definitely need it. But when it becomes something about your purpose and your dreams, oftentimes you're not going to make money in the beginning. Because even though you're broke as hell and you still believe in your dream, you build passion because you know you earned it. Right? It builds passion. That's the truth. I had to do a ton of free work before I even got any donations, for sure. Right? Really. And the thing is, I don't even see us doing free work. I just love helping people. And I go, what if this could be my job? Like, what if this can be my life? Just help people. I didn't know how it would be possible, you know. And now, it's my life. I just help people, and donations actually like make my life possible. It's building, you know. It's just beginning. Like before getting here, I had to do the Amazon deliveries, you know. But I had a dream like, what if I just help people from my heart, and naturally, the universe, people's love will take care of it. And I'm so grateful, so grateful. I do have about 7 more minutes left because I have to go meditate with my group of friends. That, you know, my Tuesday meditation group, which is 3 people. They say real wealth is attracted, not relentlessly pursued. When I learned about what is real wealth, I became deeply grateful that I'm breathing today, in this moment. That it's a miracle to wake up And some people don't even have that kind of relationship with their life. If someone asks for something, give it. Depends. You have to use your wisdom, because you can cause harm by giving somebody something all the time. You may teach your children to be spoiled and needy of you instead of earn something. Sometimes saying no is a great lesson too. So yeah, that's why you can't, there's no like ultimate thing. You know, the absolutes are not healthy for people. It's about balance. Right. I've been eating desserts for every meal. I'm about to make some noodles. Enjoy, Andrea. That's why it takes, with wisdom, like the ego wants things to be easy, you know. But some things need discernment and wisdom. If you see somebody on the street that is asking for money, oftentimes they're going to use it to buy substance. So it's better to find a way to give them food, right? Or you have to, it's up to you. You can take a risk. Okay, you feel like giving them $20. How much of that is going to go to add to their addiction? How much is that are they going to go to their food, right? So the safest route sometimes is just straight buy them food. If you really want, right? So there's a lot of responsibility when you start thinking a lot deeper and caring about the world genuinely. Right? How much of the money that you donate to nonprofits actually get to the person? Right? So that you have to do your research to see, but if you're too lazy and you don't care enough, you're not going to research. And the sad part is if you research too much, then you get lost in that world. So you have to find the balance between overthinking about things and caring enough. Yeah. Don't throw the tent into the fire to stay warm for 5 minutes and only to be cold again. Yeah. To have no shelter for a week. The master called that, don't build the fence when the buffalo ran off already. So having, being prepared is a great thing. So in here, when things get ungrounded, we have a plan already. When somebody come to test the boundary, we have boundaries. Right. In here, we don't talk about politics because why? It corrupts everything. So they can do that. You could do that anywhere else. There's a lot of places to do politics. This is just a place where we don't do it. People may come in here with it, but I just don't respond with it. Because why? There's enough political stress. In here, we just don't respond to it because there's other places to do that already. Yeah. Pretty straightforward. Yeah. It's just be the peace we wish to see in the world. It's hard to be peaceful when you don't even feel peaceful. It's hard for us to want the world to be peaceful when we're not even peaceful. Right? It's like complaining all the time, wanting the world to be happy. Think about that. You complain all day for world peace while you don't have good energy either. This is basics. If your energy bad, how are you going to add goodness to the world? But sometimes the ego doesn't want to hear that stuff because it doesn't match what it wants to hear. So I stay away from people I stay away from that. And a lot of times it leads to my side, your side, and nothing about happiness. That's genuine. That's why I don't play my side, your side. Breathe in and out, that's it. Yeah. But if you don't have principles, values, then it's easy for what the peace that you create in your community could easily get corrupted if you don't have a good leader in any community. Right? In any community. Like if you don't prioritize peace first, then it won't be peaceful. I see a lot of people debating the Holy Scripture. Instead of like find a way to unite in peace, I see people debating a lot. But anyways, I have to go. 3 ohms, so thank you so much. And I'll see you this evening at 10 p.m. Basically 6.5 hours, you'll see me again. And thank you so much. Springtime brings a lot of dense energy. We can get dense, we can be fiery, but you have to keep things centered. Because it's not personal, we both want the same peace and happiness. So let's do peace and happiness. Even though things can, right, we can lovingly disagree. Some people don't know how to do that. Because the people they hang out with just want to see one side only. My side, your side, the same ego game. Yin yang, we just play one love. One love. Next time on Dragon, please love your damn self. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Tonight will be more yin energy. So if we're feeling this yang in the morning, be prepared tonight. Cosmic rain shower of peace. The end.